Someone there?
Can't see. Sweet.
Out there, somewhere! Here, human. I got a treat for you. I can smell you out there! I hear something! Waste my time! Annoyed. Must have been nothing.
Got it.
Someone there. Huh? What's that? Who's there? What? Who's there? Hello? Someone there? Something there? Oh! What? I hear something. You have to come out sooner or later. I'm hearing stuff. Gonna find you soon, human!
I'm through.
I'm out. I wanted a fight! Going to splatter your brain! Look at the death! Yeah!
Bingo. Going up. Ground floor.
Is it going to be painful?
Yes. It's going to be like having everything you are ripped out and replaced with something else. Someone else.
I'm ready. I wish I could say goodbye to everyone.
No one else can know. This isn't just about infiltrating Far Harbor. It's about becoming the human that synths drawn here need to meet. Reasonable. Willing to accept them as just another living thing. No greater or lesser than humanity itself. You'll be part of the bridge between our two worlds. That all vanishes the moment anyone discovers that it's been manufactured.
Signs of life detected.
That you're a
Scanning.
sin.
Did she have to
If
die?
you need assistance,
That's the woman.
please approach the intercom.
God, she looks so peaceful lying there.
Don't. Please. That blood is on my hands, not yours.
Re-scanning. User isn't approved to enter the medical containment area. Can't say I mind the company, though. It's been a while.
I don't think any approved user is gonna show up. You can either let me in, or you can keep waiting for eternity. Your choice.
You actually make a really good point. Very well. There you are. Now, if you'll excuse me, my power capacity is a bit low, so I'm going to go into reserves. Best of luck to you.
going up. Ground floor.
A noise. I'm going to splatter your brains.
I'm stretch.
What's that?
The fog will get you! The fog gets everyone! Where'd you go? No matter. I'll find you. I see it!
Well, that settles it. I am 100% screwed. Dead as fog. You'd think a lighthouse would be easy to find, but not this. Never seen fog like it. Can't believe I let myself get talked into this. How do I know that woman wasn't crazy? I'm starting to think her whole story was some fantasy she cooked up to get attention. Taking out one trapper to avenge her husband's death. Sounded Go to a sinking island.
Run! Run while you can!
There we go.
You talked to Cassie Dalton? Shame what happened to her family.
You take your time killing that trapper. Make it hurt. The way I've been hurting since I lost my Daniel.
Is that a Pip Boy?
That trapper who killed your
Heard about
husband is
those.
dead.
Then it's done. It's finally done. All those lives that were lost, all those debts finally repaid. And it was no son or daughter of Far Harbor who stood up to the island and avenged the Dalton bloodline. It was you, an outsider, a mainlander. The final chapter's been written. The story has come to an end. This is a day I never thought I'd live to see. Thank you.
I found a holotape from the last guy you sent to the lighthouse. He thought your whole story was a lie. Is it?
A lie? No, no. It was true. Or at least there was truth in it. Was there a little harmless exaggeration as well? Perhaps. But some things are more important than truth. Look at you, for instance. You've seen the island's dangers and survived. You've learned something valuable. What's more, the island learned something too. It knows you're not some greenbacked mainlander who can't tell up from down in the fog. The island will respect you now. And that's more than I can say for most who step off the boat.
I'm less interested in your family revenge story than I am in getting paid.
I see. Well, you're a stranger to our island. Can't expect you to really understand what's important here. Now, every good story's gotta have a happy ending, right? The hero finds the treasure, saves the sweetheart, and rides off into the sunset. Well, I'm a little old to leap up on a horse. But I have got something close to a treasure. This is an heirloom that's been in my family for... let me think. Oh, for at least a generation or two. There's no Daltons left to inherit the thing, so it might as well pass on to you. The island knows this weapon. Oh, yes. You carry this, and it'll take you seriously. And that's it. That's the end. I can sleep easy now, knowing there won't be any unfinished business when they put me in the ground. Off you go now. My story's over, but yours... I think yours is only just getting interesting.
I cleared the lumber mill for you.
We gotta go see the captain. Here's your pay. People keep leaving the island. But now that there's land to call their own, they'll come back. My friends have already sent word. We're going to turn back the tide. You'll see.
That must be 30 years? More? Since someone did the dance like you?
Food in front, dock in back. The bait shop.
Bertha?
Excuse me, ma'am?
Smalls, we got no time for you.
The mainlander cleared out Echo Lake Lumber Mill.
Whatever you're talking about isn't as important as what Bertha's got to say.
We gotta get off the docks, Captain. If you give us some of those Acadian fog condensers, my friends are ready to homestead the lumber mill.
Surviving is about more than taming fog. We gotta stay together, Bertha.
But we're no good here. Harbormen need their own land, something to protect and hold.
I was wrong about you.
What?
Not you. You. Bertha knows this island better than you, Avery. We give folks some condensers, materials, and a chance to build defenses, and we'll survive all right, and thrive even.
Could this really work?
I don't see why not. And even if it doesn't, Instead of starving on a pier, they die on their own land. Give them the fog condensers, Avery.
Well, I won't stop you, but until we deal with the children of Adam, settling the island again, it could blow up in your face. Come, Bertha.
You might want to check up on Echo Lake. Bertha's friends would no doubt welcome you. And take this. You never cease to amaze.
I don't have time.
My boy!
She actually did it.
Did what? Chase me from my home? You should dump her in the harbor.
I probably saved your life.
Yes, big hero. Here. I...
Mitch is at a loss for words.
Hush now. I owe you one. You took me away from my home.
We're the only bar in town.
Hi.
What's your order, sweetie?
Watch yourself out there. We'll all be divided before Sister Mai finishes her work on the decontamination arches.
Sister Mai.
You're back. Thanks again for being game to track down that pump regulator. Now, care to check the stock?
Finally got that regulator from the Vim Pop Factory.
You did? Oh, fantastic. So that regulator should slot right into the apparatus downstairs. My bypass to the filters should take care of the rest. Unless I mess something up. Those arches should start spraying all the irradiated water the children could ask for. I was thinking, since you did all the heavy lifting, you ought to be the one to christen the old girl. Plug in the final piece? You willing to do the honors?
Sure, I can take care of that.
Great. Pumps down in the bay. Shouldn't give you any trouble. And here, for what you've done.
Pardon me.
Glory to Adam, sister. You must be the one Richter sent out to the spring. Don't appear you turned into a slobbering goon. So I'm guessing you had a favorable experience. What visions did Holy Adam bless you with?
He came to me and told me the secret to overcoming all life's challenges. And for a mere 500 caps, that secret can be yours too.
I believe I'll pass. But nevertheless, should you need something from myself or the other zealots, you need only ask.
The Grand Zealot sent me. Tell me what you can about Sister Gwyneth.
Very well, as I'm sure the Grand Zealot informed you. Gwyneth was once a devoted member of our order, though prone to strange moods. She was well liked by many. The Grand Zealot in particular seemed to have a fondness for her, at least until she turned her back on Holy Adam. It was my duty to find her. But Gwyneth was always clever. I'm ashamed to admit that I failed.
Why not just ignore her? Is Gwyneth really that much of a threat to you?
No. That is out of the question. Adam's will is clear in this matter. Heresy cannot be tolerated.
I'll find Sister Gwyneth.
Then by Adam's grace, I hope that you will succeed where I did not. You should begin by searching the holy sites. Perhaps you'll find some clue I missed.
The vessel is breathtaking, is it not? A machine dedicated to spreading Adam's glow. Be respectful. You walk through hallowed halls.
Far Harbor, they must suffer for what they did. Anna.
Sometimes I feel as though the Archimist is staring right through me. I wonder what realms she sees.
Pardon me.
If you're looking for the crypt, you took a wrong turn. My job to take care of this place. You touch anything, I'm taking the limb. Understand?
Excuse me, High Confessor?
Glory to Adam, my child. Did you need something?
I'd like to help the family. Is there anything I can do?
Eager. There is a member of our little community I've suspected for some time now. My own inquiries have proven fruitless. But your relative newness will likely make it easier for you to sniff out the truth. I would have you investigate this person. Should you find proof of any heresy or disloyalty, you're to bring it to me. Show you can be trusted, and you'll be rewarded.
You mentioned a reward?
There is a relic, a sacred cowl, that I've been holding on to. Perform the deed to my satisfaction, and it's yours.
Consider it done.
Superb. Bring whatever you find directly to me. Here, the person in question. Leave no stone unturned. This is a chance to prove your value to Adam.
That old robot living in the observatory has been aiding Far Harbor. Heretic.
Excuse me, Sister Aubert?
You again. This still isn't the crypt, and I shouldn't need to remind you our policy on touching things.
Sister Aubert.
Not here to give tours, here to make sure this place keeps running. So please, make it quick.
What can you tell me about the sub?
Never launched anything, if that's what you're asking. Never even made it out of the bay during the Great Division. All the better. Preserved it for us.
You said it was your job to take care of this place?
The vessel, yes. One of the most powerful sources of glow on an island full of it. My job to make sure it's looked after. You get in the way of that, you'll have to answer to Adam. But first, you'll have to answer to me. Adam will get what's left.
Great Division? What's that?
Adam's Great Division? 200 years ago, thousands, millions across the world, reborn in an instant, given over to Adam. These days, we take the scenic route. Extended exposure to the glow. Long division, huh?
What about the sub's nukes? You can't use those?
Launch key's missing. System can't be hacked. Trust me, we've tried.
Why build a crypt in the sub? Don't you have the entire base?
Keeps our fallen brethren near his glow. Near their family. Only spotted child should spend eternity. A true honor. Denied to too many.
Why would someone be denied a place in the crypt?
You've been out there, right? This place. It's dangerous. Take a wrong turn in the fog? Sorry, brother. Lost to the family. Wandered too close to the wrong settlement. Lost to the family. Adam help you, you look at Tectus the wrong way.
You don't like Tectus, huh?
Who wouldn't? Man's a damn... that is, I like Tectus just fine. But, I think you should go.
Veil of Adam will purge the heretics from this land. Did you hear that? I guess it was nothing.
Hi, ich bin's Leon.
Nee, der 20.000.
Getting hungry? No green stuff here. What? Who's there?
Franny, it's me. I'm at the Grand. In our old suite. 485130. That's the key to the safe room they installed in case of the bombs. Franny, I need you to come quick. I don't know when they'll be coming for me, so I prepped the boat in case we need to make a rapid exit. But I can't be a part of this. Nuclear war? I won't do it. And I'm not gonna let anyone else use my submarine to blow up the damn world. Please, Franny. I need you here. If this is the end, let's spend it together.
job. You're going to give me that key, and I'm going to get paid.
Hey, the world's over. Are you really? Ah! Ah! Ah!
Scream all you want, Arnie. Everyone's been evacuated. It's just you and me. Now focus. Where is the key?
Rot in hell! Ah!
We can do this all day, Arnie.
Fine. The hell's it matter? It's on the boat. Fringe Cove docks. Combinations 44, 6, 75, 12.
Now, was that so hard? So long, Captain. Now where the hell's the release to the storm?
Sorry, Franny. You're stuck with me.
Got it. That's it. Scraps torn from some kind of sign or banner. It looks like some pieces are missing.
my life, but the children must know. I was paging through a pre-war tome when I saw it. The atom. A tiny speck of matter surrounded by endless depths. A vast emptiness that dwells within us all. It only reaffirmed what I felt all this time. The truth the Confessor wanted no one to hear. The lie, not the atom. We aren't all infinite worlds. Just empty space. Cold. And we are nothing.
The children of Adam have allowed themselves to be deceived, and I must show them the truth. There is no atom. There is nothing. Nothing is endless. Nothing is deathless. And nothing is without fear or remorse.
Gwyneth.
Stop! This is a sacred place! Why have you come here? Are you seeking the truth of nothing?
You've betrayed Adam with your lies and heretical messages.
Not long ago, I would have said the same. But then, I learned the truth. The children of Adam have been deceived by Martin, by Tectus. It's a false gospel, all of it. What they don't want you to know is that Adam is but a tiny mote in the vastness of nothing. Nothing is the true nature of existence. I have seen it with my own eyes. A void so vast and empty, like a night sky without stars. I know it is difficult to accept, but you must, and so must the others. They deserve to know the truth.
What if you misunderstood what you saw and overreacted? Do you really believe that everyone is wrong about Adam except you?
I can't think about that now. I've strayed so far from the path. I don't dare look back.
If you stay here, you're as good as dead. You need to leave this island and never come back.
There's wisdom in your words. If I cannot save the children of Adam from their blindness, perhaps I can spread the word elsewhere. Yes, Nothing's will becomes more clear to me now. I must spread the message to all who will hear, no matter how far the journey. You should tell Richter and the others that I'm dead. I can't risk them following me. Thank you for opening my eyes to that which I could not see.
May I see a kingdom reunited before I am divided.
Place your faith in Adam and never will you err.
Sister Gwyneth won't be troubling you any longer.
She brought it on herself. Won't ask you for the details. Doesn't really matter to me. You've done well. Proved your devotion, and more important, your loyalty. Adam smiles on you today, sister.
Great. So where do I cash in my Adam bucks exactly?
Since you've served Adam well, I'll overlook your insult. Here, take this. It's not just a weapon, it's one of our sacred artifacts. Go forth, and show no mercy to the enemies of Adam.
Are you headed out into the fog? Sister Mai can provide any supplies you may require.
The High Confessor's word is the word of Adam. Remember that.
Why would you wear such a thing? You'll never be divided if you don't give yourself over to the glow.
Adam keep you. Many would do harm to Adam's faithful. Visit Brother Kane if you're in need of protection.
Sister Aubert, I found this note you penned about the High Confessor. Something like this could get you in a lot of trouble.
My note? My note? Listen, I was mad. A High Confessor's a good man. I wouldn't... Please, just let me have it back and I'll get rid of it. We can pretend this never happened. Please.
Don't worry. I'll tell him everything's above board. Here, take this and destroy it.
Oh, Adam above. Thank you. Thank you. Just, when you report back, tell him I'm loyal, all right? Please.
This life is but a brief interlude. Someday...
Excuse me, High Confessor?
Adam's favored child graces my presence. Is there something I can do for you?
I wanted to talk to you about Sister Aubert.
Yes. Tell me, what did you find?
I looked into her, but it seems that Sister Aubert's loyal. You've got nothing to worry about.
Really? I must say I'm surprised. Well, you've nonetheless lifted a weight from my shoulders. Here, for your effort. Your service to Adam will not be soon forgotten.
High Confessor.
Yes? What is it, child?
Any other work you need done?
At the moment, no. Perhaps some of the other children might have need of your services. Now, unless you require something else.
The launch key for the sub's nukes. I wanted to ask you about it.
The key to division, yes. Reunion with Atom at the flick of a wrist. An object of true power. Lost to the ages, unfortunately. What did you wish to know?
Have you been searching for the key?
There was a time when we sought it more fervently. But after years of fruitless hunting, we took it as a sign. If Adam wanted us to have such a relic, he would make it so.
If you had the key, would you use it to launch the nuke? To bring about division?
A question I've asked many a time. To experience instant rebirth as incalculable new worlds. Well, there are few gifts greater. But this island, Adam's kingdom, we have been given stewardship of this place. To abandon it It would be an affront to everything he has granted us. Such a grand division. It is not our family's path.
Know what? Never mind.
May Adam guide your path.
Let his light guide you.
Need general supplies? Visit the bait shop.
It's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more. I play the wild rover, no, never, no more.
Hey, Valentine.
Time to hit the road?
Let's head out.
Well, all right.
You're back. So, what did you find? Can we really trust Dima? Or is he hiding something?
You really want to know?
I left home and came a long way to find answers. I'm not stopping now. I'm done with having the truth hidden from me.
I found Dima's earliest memories. He murdered and replaced someone in Far Harbor, and then he covered it up, even hiding the knowledge of it from himself.
Damn it. I was hoping I was wrong, but I just knew there was something. Do you know why he did it?
Does it matter? Isn't knowing what he did enough?
He's been hiding so much from us. God, is Acadia even worth saving? There are good people, synths, here.
I need to think this through, Kasumi.
Yeah, we both do. Thank you for telling me the truth, at least. Whatever you decide, just keep in mind that there are innocent lives here. No matter what Dima has done.
Hey, you got a second? Word is you were asked to go check out some boat for Faraday. Storage drives or something, right? Okay, I need you to come with me for a minute. We're gonna go have a little chat with Jewel, and if I know her, she's hiding out.
Hey.
Need something?
Just looking.
You know where to find me.
They really pulled it off. I'm impressed.
Did you need something? Did you need something?
Tell me about Acadia.
Dima's told you it's as safe as we can make.
I'd like to help you all. Is there anything I can do?
You've already done enough. Thank you.
Synths and humans will all get along someday. I just know it.
You want to buy something or what?
Excuse me.
Acadia is just the kind of place a lot of synths have dreamed of.
Unless you're hounding for a green suntan, I suggest we get a move on.
Yes.
Shouldn't take long.
I don't think we're alone.
We heading out?
I hear that you've been trying for years to track down an ancient fog crawler.
That's right. Shipbreaker, I call her. A wily old beast. I've put all the harbormen on the lookout for her.
I took care of Shipbreaker for you.
Did you now? That's damned impressive. Especially for a mainlander. Funny thing is, happy as I am that she's gone, I think I'm gonna miss her in a way. Walking in the fog will be a bit less interesting now. That I don't have to wonder if she might be lurking behind the next rock. Kept me on my toes, she did. For that, I'm grateful, in spite of the sorrow she visited on the island. Here, You may as well have my trusty old harpoon gun. I was saving it for delivering the killing blow to Shipbreaker. But now you should have it.
Cog said you needed to talk about something?
Alright, look. You know my head is messed up, right? Brain's scrambled or whatever. I keep having these dreams. They're sorta like dreams, I guess, but it's like they're more real. There's... God, this is so stupid. There's this boat, and it's on fire. And I hear screaming. I think it's me screaming, but I can't be sure. And that's it.
It's so weird. I have this recurring nightmare where an insufferable asshole keeps talking at me about all her shitty problems, and I can't escape.
Wow. Okay, I gotta hand it to you. That's pretty good. But, I mean, okay. I know this sounds ridiculous, but I found this key. I had it somewhere. It's fuzzy, but I swear it's connected. It means something. And Cog said he knows what, and he says you know too. So just take it and... I don't know... fix this.
You want to buy something or what?
So, you see why I wanted you to know about this, right? That boat Faraday wanted you to find, it's connected, right? Gotta be. Please tell me you're gonna go check it out.
Since when do you care about any of this?
Jewel's a good kid. She had some messed up stuff happen to her. And if there's a way to sort it out, then she deserves it. Come on, don't make me get all sentimental about it. You gonna look into it?
I'll make sure I take a thorough look.
Thanks. I mean it. Just... if anything turns up, you come tell me. Not Jewel, okay? You and I can sort this out.
They really pulled it off. I'm impressed.
Your Pip-Boy doesn't sound pleased. Let's say we get out of here.
Yes?
You want me to take a look at that terminal? You just say the word. Always had a way with machines.
Hacking this is beyond me.
You want to buy something or what?
Jewel.
Oh, shit!
I need to talk
This is
to you.
about that key, isn't it? And the boat! You found something, didn't you? What is it?
Are you sure you really want to know?
Well, when you put it like that... Just tell me! The suspense is killing me. Come on already!
You were in an accident. You would have died if Faraday hadn't done extensive surgery on you.
No, that's... You know, on some level, I fucking knew it. I knew that these people who call themselves my friends tell me they want to help. They did this to me. And who the hell gives them the right to decide that I don't get to be me anymore? I didn't ask for this. I didn't want any of this. God, this place is no different than any other. You just get screwed no matter what. Well, I'm done. I quit! You can have my stuff. Doesn't mean shit to me anymore. There's a chest down in the basement, and this'll open it. I'm out of here.
If it weren't for Dima, most of us would probably be dead.
They really pulled it off. I'm impressed.
Hey.
What's the plan? Man.
I hope you don't mind, but I had Chase shadow you. She saw you entering and leaving the nucleus. And Faraday tells me that there's been some theft from his office. A certain computer program he and I had been working on. So, you know about my memories. I can only ask you to return whatever you found to me. They are mine, after all.
I have a memory of yours about a nuclear launch key. You knew how to detonate the sub in the nucleus all along.
Give me a moment. I need to remember for myself. So, I chose to forget the launch key even existed. Poor Confessor Martin. Was I lying to him all that time? The submarine is rusted into the dry dock. The only target that missile is ever going to hit is the base itself. The nucleus. Where the children of Adam live. We have to keep that key out of the wrong hands. The nucleus has innocent people living there among the zealots threatening Far Harbor.
Is the nucleus even worth saving?
Don't judge them by what Confessor Tectus has done. He's used their fears and hatred to turn them into a weapon against Far Harbor. But there's still time to turn them away from that.
I found the launch key already. I'll make sure it's never used.
Thank you. Was there anything else in my memories? Some way we can work towards peace?
One of your memories was about a kill switch you installed to shut down power to Far Harbor and let the fog take them. It's all here on this holotape.
Let me see this. I remember. I was afraid that Far Harbor might turn against us. See us as too different for their precious island. So I made a contingency plan. Mass murder. I hid the kill switch code because I couldn't stomach the thought of actually using it. Then I hid the memory. Because I couldn't even stand knowing I made it. What have I done? If the children of Adam were to ever get a hold of that code, they would destroy Far Harbor.
Why save them? Don't the children have reasons for hating Far Harbor?
When the fog got worse, the people of Far Harbor killed a child of Adam missionary. There's been nothing but hatred and bloodshed since. But murder is not the solution.
Relax. Don't worry, Dima. I already have the code. Far Harbor is safe.
Good. Now we just need to find some way to end this conflict. Have you found anything else in my memories?
Who are you? What's your story?
I came to this island over a century ago, hiding from my creators, the Institute. But after my escape felt secured, I was left with nothing. No program. One day, it finally occurred that maybe was there anything else?
Your memories led me to a gravesite. You killed Captain Avery and replaced her with a synth so you could control Far Harbor.
What? That's impossible. Let me see what you found. I did it. I killed a woman from Far Harbor and replaced her. I stripped a synth's identity from her and made her an agent.
Why did you do it?
I needed to calm Far Harbor. A moderate voice. An example of what humanity should be. How we could exist together as equals. But I couldn't live with the memories of the blood on my hands. A human and a synth are both gone because of me.
You're a fraud.
Maybe you're right. The compromises I've made, all without even knowing.
Yeah, it's called willful ignorance for a reason.
I'm starting to see things more clearly. We have to keep this secret from Far Harbor. If they knew I had done this, they wouldn't destroy just me. They'd come after Acadia, and then without us, the fog condensers will eventually fall into disrepair. everyone will die. I have an idea. There's still a way we can bring peace. But the fact that I've replaced a human with a synth must remain hidden.
So you did all of that on your own? No one else in Acadia is involved?
What I've done goes against all of our ideals. I even hid it from myself. So, no, there can't be anyone else.
Make your case to the people of Far Harbor, Dima. Let them decide.
And if their judgment is to destroy Acadia, the synths I've gathered here are innocent. I'm responsible for them being here.
You said you wanted human and synth kind to be equal. Well, now you have to prove it. Tell them the truth. Trust that they'll do the right thing.
No. I can't risk throwing away everything I've built here. The lives that depend on me. What happened has to stay buried. I know this is a lot to take in.
I'll keep your secret, Dima.
Thank you. Maybe the guilt will keep me focused.
It didn't seem to stop him before.
As horrifying as it might be to suggest, this memory you've recovered has given us a new option. If Far Harbor could be made more tranquil by our intervention, then perhaps the same trick will work twice on the children of Atom. We could replace High Confessor Tectus with someone willing to forgive Far Harbor and work towards reconciling.
Do your own damn dirty work.
I can't. Tectus already gave me his ultimatum. He knows all my people. I need someone who has a chance of earning his trust. Please, consider it.
Hey, let me ask you something.
Is something wrong?
Well, I sort of had the same question. It's just, with everything that's happened with you and your family, it's a whole hell of a lot to process. I wanted to make sure you're holding up all right.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Huh. You're a tougher nut than I thought. Tougher than I was. Took me a long damn time to get a feel for this place. Thank goodness I found Diamond City. It's got its flaws, sure, but it beats the hell out of anywhere else in the Commonwealth. Of course, when I took up there back when, people were just as scared of the Institute as they are now. Maybe more. The massacre of the CPG was still pretty fresh in people's minds at that point, and folks were still losing sleep over the broken mask. Plenty of people assumed I was just a saboteur, moving in to melt down the reactor or poison the drinking water. But at the time, they couldn't exactly turn me away.
Broken mask?
This was long before I'd moved to town, but apparently some gentleman type shows up in Diamond City, heads down to Power Noodles. Guess he didn't like the food because he pulled his pistol and opened fire on the folks enjoying theirs. When security finally put enough holes in him to drop him, they say he was full of servos and sprockets. Just like yours truly. Seems he malfunctioned, went berserk. It was the first time people realized that synths had stopped looking like me and started looking like them. Considering what these folks went through, I felt real lucky they let me in the front gate at all.
Why would you want to live among bigots like that?
Now, I couldn't really blame them, given the circumstances.
but folks sure started turning the other cheek when I showed up with the mayor's daughter. Gal of about 15. Pride and joy of the mayor back then. Man by the name of Henry Roberts. The young Miss Roberts decided she'd run off with some caravan hand she'd, known for an evening. Turns out the guy was part of a gang of kidnappers. I didn't even know who I was rescuing, just stumbled on a crying girl and 4 toughs. I took her home and the mayor dubbed me a hero, offered me a place in town. Lots of folks protested, said I was a spy, but he wouldn't have it. Taking up in the city was tricky at first, but I never tried to hide what I was, and people seemed to warm to that.
Why would you stay in a place where you clearly weren't wanted?
Well, there were times I seriously considered going. I started off doing the jobs no one else wanted. I got more banged up being Diamond City's handyman than I ever did living out in the ruins. But I guess folks never forgot I rescued the mayor's daughter, so they started coming to me when people went missing. Wife runs off with a new paramour and takes the rent money with her. Talk to the synth. An upset father decides moving him and the kids to Good Neighbor in the dead of night's not the worst damn idea since the bomb. Go get Nick. After a while, the jobs got so backed up, they didn't even ask me to do the handyman stuff anymore. Hell, I was so happy to do it, it was months before I started charging anyone. I never stopped being Nick the Synth, but it was Nick the Detective folks came to see. It was about then that things finally started feeling normal. It took me a long time to realize that home is where you make it. And with some time and effort, this place can be home for you, too. That's a long story, but I hope it helps. Want to get moving?
Wait. Your friend there. I'd like to speak to him.
Yeah, I got a few words I want to say myself. Starting with, who the hell are you? There's only one synth with that kind of face and a mind of his own, and I only see him when I look in a mirror.
Nick? It can't be you.
Don't give me that. What are you trying to pull? I've never seen you before in my life.
Please, if you're willing to give me a chance, I can explain.
I know this joke. 2 androids walk into a bar.
I'm afraid the punchline isn't going to be very funny. We were prototypes, Nick. The first synths capable of independent thinking and judgment.
Keep talking.
One of the Institute's experiments had to do with how our brains could process personality. If we could handle individualized feelings and behaviors, I was allowed to develop mine based on experience. But with you, they wanted to try transferring an entire personality into you. It took several attempts before the personality imprint worked. I saw you wake up not knowing who or what you were so many times. I couldn't let them do it to you anymore. We were the only 2 prototypes they made. I literally saw myself in you. You were my brother, Nick. I helped you escape the Institute. We left together.
If I were your brother, I'd remember.
That's where you'd be wrong. This happened over a century ago. There's only so much memory that can fit into the prototype brains we have.
Ah, I've heard enough. I think you and I need to talk about this. Maybe not now, though.
he really your brother?
If he is, it's news to me. Can synths even be related? Just because we're from the same assembly line, does that make us family? I gotta think about this.
Is it really possible that you wouldn't remember any of this?
You mean between the Institute failsafes, the beatings I've taken over the years, and plain old age? Or are you buying this whole "there's only so much room" of their argument? I don't know. It's not like we've got the instruction manual.
We'll talk later. This is a lot to take in.
Nick, I don't need you to believe me. I'm just glad to see you again. Whenever you're ready, I'll be here.
Dima?
We must find some way to bring peace to the children of Adam and Far Harbor.
I wanted to talk to you about what you mentioned before. About replacing the High Confessor.
Does this mean you've seen the sense in the idea?
All right. Tell me what your plan is.
This will be difficult for both of us, but I think it's our only option. I'll need you to leverage your access to the High Confessor and lure him to a secluded location. You should be able to find a spot in the Bay's old command center where you can deal with him discreetly and hide the remains. Once your work is done, return here and the replacement will move in and take command.
Do we have to kill the High Confessor?
It would be the most reliable way of dealing with him. But any method that removes Tectus from power indefinitely should work.
I can't be a part of this, Dima.
That is your choice. But understand that of all options for peace, this results in the fewest casualties. I will be here when you change your mind.
Avery.
Nice to see you again. Everything's relatively quiet for once. Need something?
What's the penalty for murder in Far Harbor?
We're too independent to really have laws, but if a murder can be proven, tradition is the culprit's executed. Extreme, but it keeps the peace.
What's your opinion of Dima?
We don't see him that often. He seems pious, I guess. He rubs a lot of people the wrong way around here. So I'm glad he keeps to the observatory. Why?
I have proof that Dima killed the original Captain Avery. Here.
But that's my locket. It was lost in a fire. The skull. It can't be. Listen, I'm me. I remember everything. I can't be a synth. You're wrong.
Dima replaced you to control Far Harbor.
He wouldn't do that. Dima's always been reasonable. He's been friendly.
These holotapes prove it. Listen.
They're fake. They're... Oh, God. It's true, isn't it? I'm a synth. Do you have any idea what it's like to learn everything you know, everything you believe is a lie?
If you're lying to me, this is your one chance to come clean. Understood?
I am... Well, I feel like I am, Captain Avery. If I'm a synth, they made me believe I'm her. I don't know why.
What you're going through, I'm so sorry.
The only thing I can do now is live the way I believe is right. Dima is a murderer and a liar, and he should pay. But if you share this with anyone here, especially Alan Lee, many innocent people will suffer. Far Harbor's on the edge, and this will just push everyone right over it.
Aren't you saying that just to protect yourself?
I've dedicated my life to trying to keep this rust bucket of an island in one piece. And I'll be damned if this changes anything. Yes, I want to keep it secret, of course. But if you share that, there will be blood.
I can't make any promises.
Far Harbor's barely holding itself together. If you're careless with that...
The children of Adam are dangerous. Don't trust them.
Captain?
It's hard to believe before you came here, all hope seemed lost. But now we've taken back homesteads. People are finally coming together. And all of it, it's all because of you.
What can I say? You guys pay well.
Then that's Cap's well spent. My people are so mired with their own concerns, I don't think they even realize that you saved us. All of us. Anything I give you or do for you, it just isn't enough. But take this, and thank you.
Ammo and souvenirs. Get them while they're in stock.
The bait shop's got everything you need.
If it ain't one of my favorite customers. What can I do you for?
There's a foul wind coming. Mark my words.
You need it? The bait shop's got it.
Guns, guns, and
dark days. Lost another patient. Andre. It never gets easy. Please tell me you're feeling well at least.
The fog. It's dangerous. Okay?
Is that a Pip-Boy? I've heard about those. My kids ain't gonna believe the stories about you.
The family legend has it we hail from Yorkshire. Not entirely sure where that is. Capital Wasteland, maybe?
You're back. Have you rethought our plan? Are you willing to help me replace the High Confessor?
You really think you can get together a convincing replacement?
Yes. Helping synths recover what they've lost means we've had to become familiar with memory wipes and facial reconstruction. And I knew Tectus very well when I was still living in the submarine base. I'll use that as the basis for our replacement's new memories. You simply need to deal with the real Confessor Tectus while I prepare a volunteer.
Are the children gonna stand down just because this replacement tells them to?
Dissent may arise, but the children have seen what happens to those who speak out. Our replacement will leverage that fear to serve the greater good.
Okay. I'll do it. Any ideas on how I can get him alone?
Tectus lives in fear of being usurped by his predecessor Martin. Despite that, in all likelihood, Martin is dead. But if you somehow uncovered evidence of Martin's imminent return, I expect Tectus would be interested hearing all you know, in private. All we have to do is manufacture Martin's uprising. To do so, I'll need raw material. Martin recorded many of our conversations. Those in the nucleus have certainly been destroyed, but I built a small refuge for Martin many years ago when he needed respite from the family. Go there and collect any tapes you can find. I'll begin work on our replacement. And here, I want you to have this as well, for what you've done for us.
Must be 30 years, more, since someone did the dance like you.
Awful lot of rats around.
Thank you for coming so quickly.
I heard about the execution. I can't believe they killed your missionary, Martin. I'm sorry.
Brother Andrews, a good soul. The fault is mine. If I'd realized things had become so tense in Far Harbor, I would have never let him leave. They blame us for the fog overrunning the town, Dima. And now, the children. It's Tectus. He won't listen. He wants to prepare for war.
Do you believe the others will follow him?
Time was. I would have laughed at such a notion, but now... Andrews was beloved by many. It's brought out the worst in them. Fury, hate. It was tolerable when it was just Tectus. Dima, something must be done.
Exile?
Exodus. I think it's time you and I convinced the citizens of Far Harbor to leave.
You can't be serious.
You know as well as I. They're not meant for this place. The fog grows thicker every year. How long before the condensers are finally overwhelmed? It's not banishment, Dima. It's mercy.
I'm sorry, Martin, but no. They have as much right to be here as you do.
Right. This place is trying to kill them. And now my people are at my throat because of the mess you created by allowing them to stay. And if you can't recognize that, then I suppose there's no reason for you to be here. I think you should go.
Martin, please. This can be solved in other ways.
Get out!
Very well. We'll talk again when you come to your senses. I have to say, I'm surprised. I had assumed you and your followers would be more adamantly hunting for the sub's launch key.
I hope we haven't disappointed you too greatly. I'd hate to anger our landlord.
I believe I'll survive. But am I mistaken? Does your god not require you die in a nuclear blast? Is that not why you've taken up in the nucleus?
It's not a transaction, Dima. Adam requires nothing of us. He has granted us a chance to become something greater. To divide our weak, mortal frames and bring life to millions of new worlds. We are simply accepting the opportunity his glow presents, whatever form it may take.
So if you found the launch key, you wouldn't use it?
That I don't know.
Are you afraid?
I'd be mad to say I wasn't, but we've made a home for ourselves here. Friends, a family.
A place you belong.
Exactly. The nucleus. It is a blessing of the truest order. It would be hard to leave such a gift, even if it is for another. But regardless, the key is lost. So, until Adam sees fit to return it, I dare say you're stuck with us.
I believe I'll survive. No, Nick. If you wanted to stay in Acadia, you'd be welcome here.
Thanks, but I've got my own place back in
Dima,
Diamond City.
I recovered the
Among
tapes from Martin's
humans.
hideout.
Here you'd be with your own kind. Excellent. Yes. These look like they'll serve. Let me take a listen. Good to hear his voice again. Oh. Some grim material to work with. There. No pleasure in twisting the words of an old friend. But I believe Martin would understand. This tape should be sufficient to pique the High Confessor's interest in joining you in the command center. But Tectus is nothing if not wary. Earning his trust before approaching should help guarantee this all plays out more smoothly. You'll then have to dispose of the remains. Old maintenance shaft walls were never terribly well maintained. They should be able to serve your needs. Once you're done, return here and we'll send the replacement on his way. Now, are you ready to begin? Are you all right?
How are preparations coming along with the replacement?
The initial stages have gone well. But he should be ready, but...
I'm ready.
Then I won't keep you any longer.
Yes?
In the end,
You a Geiger counter doing cartwheels too?
Have you seen Adam's Veil in the moonlight? Lovely.
Excuse me, High Confessor?
Greetings, my child. You know you've set quite the example here. True devotion to faith and family. Now, how may I serve?
I recovered a holotape. Confessor Martin is planning to come back and take over. We should come up with a plan, but not here. The command center tunnels should be far enough away from the rest of the children.
Martin, it can't. Play it. I want to hear that coward's voice. Listen, children. Tectus' time is over. The Nucleus must prepare for a new order. Mine. I can't believe it. He's alive. None of the other children can know about this. The command center, you said. I'll ensure we aren't disturbed.
High Confessor.
I will send word we are not to be bothered.
Excuse me, High Confessor?
Perhaps we should not be seen talking.
Place your faith in Adam and never will you err.
Hello? Are you there? Ah, there you are. Now, Martin, tell me what you found.
And you're sure you weren't followed?
You needn't worry. Martin has no ears down here. Now, what can you tell me?
Why are you so afraid of Martin?
Afraid? It is not fear, child. Martin, he was the fearful one, unwilling to stand up to Far Harbor, to fight for this land. I am the only one willing to do what is necessary to keep this family safe, and I will not allow him to put this place in jeopardy again. Now, your tape. Did Martin give it to you, or did you find it elsewhere? Please, I must know.
It's over, Tectus. Demas sent me to kill you, and I will if I have to. But if you agree to leave for good, I'll let you live.
You're working for... You're not bluffing, are you? There is no place beyond his reach on this island, is there? Fine. The damned machine will have what it wishes.
Why a child of Adam would live anywhere but the nucleus, I will never understand. Adam keep you.
It sounds like quite the experience. But I'm glad to know there will be peace on the island again.
Atom's vision was clear on the matter. I must thank you again for sheltering me while under its sway.
Think nothing of it. You're welcome to stay as long as you like.
You are too kind, Dima. I should only need just a little more fresh air.
Have you ever considered our unique perspective, Nick? We are free-thinking synths, but we cannot hide what we are.
The only unique perspective that's given
Dima.
me is the view of disgusted and suspicious faces and the occasional solid object being thrown
Adam
at me.
demands peace. Can I assume you're here to tell me your task is done?
It's over, and I'm done being your tool.
I can understand your displeasure, but I assure you, your efforts were worth the cost.
I'm starting to envy Dima. This whole situation makes me wish I could erase my memories too.
Peace can finally come to the island. It's a heavy burden what we've done, but now the Nucleus, Far Harbor, and Acadia will all flourish together.
You're a monster, Dima. You know that?
I can live with that. Can you? I'll handle things from here. I'll arrange talks between the children of Atom and Far Harbor. They will learn to prosper together, under our guidance. The children will revel in their irradiated bastion. The Harbormen will continue to survive and reclaim what the fog has taken from them. And my people will remain safe. Here, for all you've done. You should also pay a visit to the Nucleus. I believe the High Confessor will want a word with you. And of course, you are welcome in Acadia whenever you like. After all, where would we be without you?
Dima?
Thank you for everything you've done. Acadia will always be open to you.
Yes?
I know what you did to Jewel, Faraday.
What? Oh. Oh no. Okay, look. I'm not even going to complain that you've been snooping around in terminals, alright? I know how this looks. You have to understand, we did the best we could.
There's no excuse for leaving her in the state she's in.
We had the chance to save her life, and we took it. Did whatever we had to. And I constantly second-guessed that decision. You already told her, didn't you? That's why she won't come back in. Why she won't look me in the eye. Well, I'm in no position to judge, I suppose. But I really do wonder whether that was the right thing.
So, it sounds like there's going to be peace on the island. It was you, wasn't it? You found a way to fix things.
You've been alright while I've been gone?
Yeah, I have. I feel like a lot of weight has been lifted from my head. Hey, listen. So, when you first showed up,
you came to get me, to bring me home. I've been thinking a lot about that. I hurt Kenji and Rei by leaving, didn't I? I could have just stayed home, pretended everything was alright, but I left them. Should I go back? They obviously still care about me. Or who they think I am. They need a daughter. They deserve to have one. Everything in Acadia has been settled. I found my answers. Maybe it's time I did something for someone else.
Kasumi, please listen to me. You're not a synth. You're the real Kasumi. You're their daughter.
That's the thing, isn't it? Now I'll never really know. That idea is always going to be there, somewhere in the back of my mind. But you're right. I'm real enough, aren't I? Maybe that's all anyone can be sure of. I need to start packing, and I should start saying goodbye to everyone. Thank you for everything. Maybe I'll see you back in the Commonwealth?
In the end,
Gather, brothers and sisters. Gather to hear his word.
We're sucking down a lot of rats sticking around here.
Peace. In the throes of a brilliant vision, he spoke, and now I obey. Atom demands peace. With Far Harbor, with Acadia, within our family. And any found disobeying Atom's word will answer for their crimes. Let none stand in the way of his radiant will. Glory to Atom! Glory to Atom!
Excuse me, High Confessor?
You. I knew it. I knew it was you. In my vision. There, beside our brilliant master. Here, you must have this. It only seems right it's worn by his favored child.
peace with Far Harbor. If it is the will of Adam.
Mom? Dad? I'm home.
Kasumi? Oh my god, my baby is okay.
Welcome back home, Kasumi.
It's good to be home.
You saved my daughter. Thank you.
Are you all gonna be okay now?
Yes, you have made our family whole again.
If any of you ever need help again, you know where to find us.
Kasumi, does this mean you know we're your parents, right? You're not a synth.
I know, Mom. I'm sorry. I was just so confused. I wanted to go somewhere. Anywhere.
It's okay, Kasumi. You're home now.
Listen to Kasumi next time, Kenji. Don't just try to keep her safe. Talk to her.
I know. I will. I was holding on so tightly I almost lost her. There's one last thing you and I need to discuss. Your reward for bringing my daughter home safely. We don't have much to offer, but my father traveled the Commonwealth. He had quite a collection before he died. I buried it all near the house. I'm not the explorer he was. I don't need them. I think they would be better with you.
What's in this collection?
Things he picked up out at sea or trading at different towns he visited. I never really sat down and looked through it all.
Thank you, Kenji.
You've earned it. You traveled far and back to get me answers. Thank you again. You saved my family. We won't forget that.
See you around, Kenji.
Goodbye, Nick. Best of luck to you and your partner in the future.
Thank you for everything. We're a family again. This is how it should be.
Hey.
I'm listening.
Nick.
In this line of work, you have to expect the unexpected. Still, I've got to admit, I've never had a case quite like Kasumi's.
I want overtime pay for this one, Nick.
That makes two of us. I'm glad things ended as well as they have. The Nakanos are a happy family again. As much as anyone around here can be. You building a collection or something? Psst. There's something you need. What? Oh, sorry. Just got my head full of what Dima was talking about. It's a bit of a shock. What do you think he is, really? Family?
I don't trust him, Nick. You shouldn't either.
It's not really about trust. It's about the facts. I can't deny that he's a synth. A prototype. like me, always thought I was the only one. Just another Institute project that ran its course, and they trashed. Never considered that someone helped me out. Wanted me to have a shot at the outside. There's got to be some kind of proof out there. What really happened between me and Dima? I'd appreciate it if we could keep an eye out.
Actually, I think I already found something inside of Dima's memories. Take a listen.
All right. Let me run this real quick. God. Dima really did help me escape the Institute? I wasn't just tossed out with the garbage. I must have still been in a haze from one of the Institute's experiments on me. Did I really attack him? Did he really knock the daylights out of me and leave me for dead? Damn it. Why can't I remember?
You all right?
Do I look all right to you? Sorry. Well, I wanted proof Dima and I had history, and I got it. Now I just gotta figure out what to do. Should I give him a chance? Try to accept him as my brother? He might just be the only other prototype synth that exists.
I guess the question is, what do you want, Nick? Do you want a brother in your life?
If I did, would I want Dima to be that brother? I guess no one gets to choose their family, but when your family is built in a lab, well, things get weird.
I think you already know the answer, Nick. You don't need me to tell you.
Huh. Maybe next time we swing by Acadia, I'll try to be a little nicer to the old synth. Make up for lost time. Thanks, by the way. I wouldn't know the truth without you.